In this lecture, we are going to talk about translations of graphs. The first graph I'm going to look at is called the absolute value. The most basic function for an absolute value is going to be f of x equals the absolute value of x. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to find the vertex. The vertex is going to be right here, and that point is going to be 4, -2. So now you need to ask yourself, how does that vertex change from the parent graph? Well, the parent graph always starts at 0, 0. So now figure out how it moved. Well, it went 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right. So I'm just going to put right 4. And then it went down 2. So now I need to write my function. So I'm going to start out with f of x equals the absolute value of x. Now, because it went right 4 on the x-axis, when I write it into the function, I'm actually going to put -4. And then, because my graph went down 2, I'm going to close the absolute value sign, and then I will put down 2. This is the function for the graph above. The second graph is called a parabola. Again, I want to find the vertex. And the vertex is going to be at 2, -4. So we need to figure out how the vertex moved from the starting point of 0, 0. The first thing it did is it went right 2 and then down 4. So I'm going to go ahead and put right 2, down 4. Now, I also want to talk about the most basic function for a parabola, and that's going to be f of x equals x squared. So now let's write the function. I'm going to start with f of x equals, I'm going to put parentheses x. Now, because the graph went to the right 2, I'm going to put -2, close the parentheses, squared. Now I went down 4, so I put -4. The last graph is called a square root graph. The most basic type of a square root graph is going to be f of x equals the square root of x. So I want to find the vertex, and that's going to be right here. And the vertex is going to be at -1, 2. So the graph, starting at 0, went right 1 or left 1, and then up 2. So I'm going to put left 1 and then up 2. Now to write our function. I have f of x equals the square root of x. Now, attached to the x, I went to the left 1, so I'm going to put +1. Now, on the outside of the square root, I went up 2, so I'm going to put +2.